all you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here with another TNI toy review. And today's review is in association with MarvelousNews.com, your #1 news source for everything Marvel. And for today's review, I'm going to be taking a look at the brand new Marvel Legends 6-inch X-Force Deadpool figure from Hasbro. Now this figure is part of the new Deadpool wave that is hitting shelves now. It comes packaged in the Marvel Legends style packaging we've been seeing with all these figures. Up at the top you've got the Legends series logo, then the figure is clearly displayed in the window box, and then down below you've got the character's name. Off to the side you've got some artwork for X-Force Deadpool, and then on the back of the packaging you have a look at the actual figure, a brief bio in multiple languages, and then down below a look at all the figures in the wave that you need to get in order to complete that Sasquatch Build-A-Figure. Alright, let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figure outside the packaging along with the other contents. Now before we get into today's review, I wanted to briefly talk about some breaking news from this morning for Marvel Legends. It really wasn't big enough to warrant doing its own news video, so I'm just kind of squeezing it in here. There are full details up on Marvelous News, so you might want to head over there and check it out. I will put a link in the video description below. But this morning via Good Morning America, we got our first look at Hasbro's upcoming 6-inch Marvel Legends Avengers Infinity War Winter Soldier figure. Now they didn't specifically say how this figure would be released on the Good Morning America show, but if you caught my news video on Saturday, you know, you've heard the rumors that there's likely going to be a 2-pack. It's one of 3 2-packs coming to Target that will have Stan Lee Build-A-Figure pieces. The other figure in the 2-pack with Winter Soldier should be Falcon. And then the other Avengers Infinity War 2-pack that's going to be released is one with Tony Stark and Doctor Strange. And then the third set that you need to get in order to complete the Stan Lee figure is that Black Panther movie set that we saw at Toy Fair with the Killmonger figure, the unmasked Killmonger figure, and the Agent Ross. Now again, those are just rumors at this point. The 2-packs and even the Stan Lee Build-A-Figure is slightly rumored, though again, if you caught my news video on Saturday, you know that that seems like a pretty likely bet. But I did want to share this first look at the actual Winter Soldier figure. It was debuted on Good Morning America by Sebastian Stan himself, so that is definitely coming 100%. Alright, so getting back to today's review. So first of all, the Deadpool figure comes with the head sculpt for the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure, and I will be looking at Sasquatch in its own review. This is actually the final figure in the wave that I am reviewing, and so Sasquatch should probably be coming up sometime tomorrow. So please be sure to check back for that. Okay, now for the accessories that come with the figure. So we've seen these before. So he gets this blaster rifle, and we've seen this with the Juggernaut Wave Deadpool, and we also saw this with the Hascon version of this figure. Now this one is different color. The Hascon one had a maroon color, and then the one that came in the Juggernaut Wave was all silver and gray. So this one they've matched it up with the other weapon that he comes with and given it a blue color. And then he also comes with a pistol, again with the blue color, and it's even got an orange tip. This is the same pistol that we saw with the Hascon version. It was also painted blue. Now besides that, the only other accessories that you get with this one is his swords, and these are the same swords that we saw with the Hascon version as well as the Juggernaut Wave version. You've got the silver blades, and then you've got the handles with the red on it. So again, these are exactly the same katana swords that we saw before. Now the figure can hold the weapons in either hand, the left or the right, and then like with previous Deadpool figures, he does come with some sheaths to hold the swords when he's not using them, and then like the Hascon exclusive version of Deadpool, he does have a holster on the right leg that is a separate piece and will hold the pistol, and does hold the pistol nice and tight. Okay, so for the figure itself, now I've got to apologize up front, but this video is likely going to turn more into a rant type video than an actual review video, and the main reason for that is I actually reviewed this figure already a couple months ago when it was released as a Hascon exclusive, and I will put a link to that review in the video description below if you want to get a better look at the actual figure. But for all intents and purposes, this figure is exactly the same as that Hascon exclusive version. The paint applications are identical, the overall sculpt sculpting is identical. The only minor differences come with the right hand. So with the Hascon exclusive version, you get that little pinky that sticks out, which was not included with this regular release. You just get that normal grip hand with this one. And then the other difference comes with the straps on the wrists and the ankles. On the Hascon exclusive version, they just painted those on, and then with this regular release version, they're actually separate pieces like we often see with the Marvel Legends these days. So that's really the only difference. You don't even get as many accessories with this regular release version that you did with the Hascon exclusive version, and the only difference in the accessories that you do get between the two figures, as I mentioned before, with the blaster rifle, they painted it blue as opposed to that maroon color. And then obviously the packaging is a little bit different as well. Now what upsets me is not that they re-released this figure as a regular release, you know, the Hascon exclusive as a regular release, because I do understand there were many people who weren't able to get their hands on the Hascon exclusive version, and I have absolutely no problem at all with Hasbro making the figure essentially available to everybody. But what irks me is that they chose this figure to be one that includes a Build-A-Figure piece. So as I mentioned before, it does come with that Sasquatch head sculpt that you need to get in order to complete the Build-A-Figure for this wave. And then they took this 90s Deadpool figure, which is one that I'm sure everybody's going to want to get, and they made it without a Build-A-Figure piece. So what irks me is that essentially they did a cash grab type move where they stuck the Build-A-Figure piece in with the figure that many of us already have, so that we essentially have to buy it again, and then chose a figure that probably everybody's going to want to get anyway, and chose not to put the Build-A-Figure piece with that. So that is definitely what irks me. And I mean, it's not like Hasbro hasn't done that kind of thing before. They will often take 2 packs and include a figure that's already been released along with the new figure that everybody wants. But even in those cases, usually they'll add something to the figure that wasn't included before, a new head sculpt, something along those lines. But with this one, like I said, other than just those minor differences with the right hand and the straps on the wrist and the ankles, this is the same figure that we got before. So this figure still stands just under 6.5 inches tall. Okay, so here's a comparison with the Hascon exclusive version. Again, virtually the same figure, so they are the same height. And then also a comparison with the regular Deadpool figure that was released in the Juggernaut wave, which also uses pretty much the same buck as this X-Force Deadpool. So it is too the same height. And then also the 90s Deadpool figure shipping in this wave, which is a little bit shorter than the other Deadpool figures. And here's a comparison with some other X-Force figures. So we've got the Archangel, which was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, as well as the Psylocke figure and the Wolverine figure, and then the X-23 that was also released in this wave. So for articulation, again, it's exactly the same as the Hascon exclusive version, but I will go over it real quick with you. You can turn the head to the left and to the right, and he can look down good. And then he can look back pretty good as well. Arms attached with your standard ball hinge joint there at the shoulder, so he can get his arm out pretty good. He's got good rotation there. You get clicky noise there at the shoulder. He has a bicep swivel. He's got a double hinged elbow, so good bending there. He's got swivels at the wrist, and he has hinges on the hand, so you get up and down movement there. Then he has an ab crunch type joint, so he can crunch down that much, and then he can look back about that much. You get a waist swivel. The legs, he can do the splits that much, you can get the leg forward that much, and you can do the leg out and back about that much. Does have a thigh swivel, has a double jointed knee, so good bending there at the knee. Does have a boot cuff swivel, hinges on the feet, so up and down movement there, and does have ankle pivot and 2 peg holes on the bottom of the feet. Okay, so that's my review. So overall, I would say if you don't already have the Hascon exclusive version, then this is a pretty good figure to get, especially if you're into those X-Force black and gray versions. But if you do have the Hascon exclusive, there's really nothing new here. In fact, you even get less than what you got with the Hascon exclusive as far as accessories and everything go. So the only real reason I would suggest you getting this figure under those circumstances is if you wanted to be able to complete your Sasquatch Build-A-Figure, which, as I ranted before, is really kind of annoying. So this figure, along with the rest of the wave, has started to hit shelves at places like Toys R Us. Big Bad Toy Store should be getting the wave in any day now. We'll have a full image gallery up at marvelousnews.com. There'll be a link in the video description below. As always, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video. Also, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button down below. I'm closing in on 40,000 subscribers and would really appreciate your help. You can also follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. I have links to those in the video description as well. And until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.